Mr.
Good
Norman.
morning, good morning.
All right. Do we have our machine? Or yep. All right. Good deal. Let's get rolling. Appreciate y'all coming in on this glorious February 9th, right?
Yeah.
Should have checked.
Wednesday morning.
Wish the weather would make up its mind.
I know.
Today was pretty nice out there. It's awesome. I think Barbara's passing out some lottery tickets. If you're not here, sorry. Apologies. All right. All right. Who's got some good stuff to share? Let's get rolling.
That time. Tell us something good. Got going on. Got our ladies in red over here.
I know. Look at that. Look at that. That was pure coincidence, right, ladies? Pure coincidence.
All right, we got something here.
Come on, who's got something? Let's go. Oh, there we go. Daphne's got something, and so does Pam. Oh my goodness, you guys, come on.
Team Shockey put a $1.2 million house under contract last week.
Woo! We definitely need more. 1.2 would be nice too. Yeah, right. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now it's starting to warm up. We got Miss Parker here. Madam President's going to say something. Hang on. We got to have the room. So everybody, there we go.
What?
It's on. Don't worry. It's on.
What had happened was this morning, I went outside and I had a super agent sign in my yard saying, "Woo!" From my amazing teammates saying that in 2021, I did something special. So yes, thank you so much. That's a good way to be in business with you.
That's right. We appreciate being in business with each and every one of y'all.
Proud and happy to be in
Guys are
business
all
with you.
award
Who
winners
else
to
got
us.
something?
Anybody else? Tell us something good. Oh.
Come on, guys. All right, there we go, Renee.
Okay, so today and yesterday, I got up at 7 o'clock in the morning
Louder,
and walked
louder.
for
Okay.
1 hour.
One more time. What was it?
She said today and yesterday she was dedicated and committed. She got up at 7 o'clock in the morning, 6:30, and walked for an hour.
All
Good
right,
job.
good.
We've been
Health
talking
is
about
important.
health and wellness.
Health is important.
It's all about helping our life and making sure it's a life worth living.
All right, online. Anybody online? Nobody online has something good to share? Don't be shy.
I do.
All
I
right.
do. This is Brandy Zymus.
Hi, Brandy.
Hi. So someone in my downline who lives in California, which is awesome, just got her first client under contract, and it's for, I believe she said 1.7.
Oh, that's like nothing for down there, right? That's just a starter home.
I know, that's just a drop in the bucket. That's like, yeah.
But that money
Low
over
end.
there goes pretty long.
I know. That's gonna be nice.
Yes.
Hopefully they're a very profitable office, right?
March 21st. Be on the lookout, right?
Yes, and she has her first listing appointment this Sunday too. So I'm so excited for her.
I love how you're keeping in contact with her and getting her to know. So you guys, we've been talking about profit share and an opportunity for you to build your downline. This is one. You don't have to say local. We would love it if they come to KW Southwest. If you know an agent who is looking for a great opportunity to be with an office here and get award-winning signs, please have them contact Nimesh or Verna.
Yeah.
That's your commercial.
She said
for
me
today.
first. Remember that.
Verna or
Verna
Nimesh.
if I'm not available. All right. Hey, Brandy, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but how are you going to keep track of all that profit share that's going to come in?
You know, that's a good problem to have. I'll just have to figure something out.
To have, and guess what? That was purely intentional. I'm going to show you how to keep track of that by the time this meeting ends.
Awesome.
Right? So stay for the long haul. Awesome, guys. All right, let's get rolling, shall we?
Yeah.
What do we got?
Got a couple of announcements.
All right,
for you
PC,
guys.
what's up?
PC. She was ready today.
Yes, I'm always ready. Hi, everybody. So great to see you and online as well. I just want to give you a piece of value that I got in the last couple of weeks. We had a little situation with an agent, and I want to share a piece of advice. So the next time that you go to a listing appointment that are very highly needed and you present a net sheet, be more than conservative. Really stress the importance of the client to get with the mortgage that they currently have, to get the payoff statement and to get the, if they have an FHA loan, the fees that they have to pay extra. Because if they have an FHA loan, they will have a penalty when they pay early, and it can be hefty. So if you go and forget to ask it, or you just overlook it out of excitement, or even if the seller doesn't know better, then you get at the closing table with a closing disclosure that doesn't match by a lot your net sheet, it's gonna not look good and the seller can get upset. So piece of advice for everybody, be very purposeful when you talk about the net sheet when you're with your potential seller. It's gonna, at the end, everybody likes to make more, right? So you're actually gonna look a lot better if at the end of the day at the closing table, they're gonna make more than expected. Yes, Dale.
Why would they need to look?
Why would they? Well, because eventually if they have a loan on the home, they will have to pay it off to get the proceeds to eventually buy a new home or put them in their pocket or whatever they want to do with it. And they will have, title company will then ask them to order a payoff. Yes.
Will their payoff be different than the amount that they owe?
Yes, because if you have an FHA loan, you have extra fees for prepaying.
Good.
You could have, thank you, sorry, could have extra fees to prepay. You could, just like Chad said, you could have that, and it's important that you stress that that can impact the net amount that they take home. Well, that's all I have today. It was a lesson learned. And I'm sure that Dale, that has every once a month, his mortgage one-on-one class, will touch base on this topic sooner rather than later. So keep tuned.
While we're on that, so two things. One, on the mortgage, once a month, if you can't wait, you already know Dale and his office mates are here to assist you. But this Friday for 12:30, we're also doing Q&A. So you can ask any questions there as well. Before you leave, you're doing a listing contest. Is it too late for people to join, and how's that going?
No, the contest is doing amazing. I mean, who got here in the actual training room a little before the team meeting probably noticed our door knocking team that was masterminding. It is never too late to join our contest. If you want to get in, just contact me or any of the ATLs. We will place you in your team. Teams are generated based on your lead generation model. We currently have cold calling or prospecting, open houses, door knocking, and sphere of influence and marketing. So whatever is your lead gen, if you need accountability at the high level, contact any of us so we can get you in and get you in the contest and get your listings.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And for clarity, she meant 101, not one-on-one. I have to do that to her because she'll get me back eventually anyway. So thanks, Nick. All right, here we go. MCA moment.
Okay, just a very quick update, office cleanup for agents that had commissions in 2021. 1099s were mailed out prior to January 31st to your home. So you should have either received them already or will be receiving them very, very shortly, depending on how long the mail takes to get to you. If you are looking for additional reports, like what's the breakdown of your production last year, those reports were placed in your mail file towards the end of last week. And if you're looking for a breakdown of what you paid to the office in your agent bill, we have a portal where you can access that information. A lot of you may already be signed up for it. If you're not, email me. I can send you the link and how to sign up.
Sounds great. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, me. Oh, okay.
Oh, why'd you come up here?
Oh no, like it's so long. Okay, so we have a couple of different things. We have family reunion coming up, right? That's happening next week, starting on Saturday. We are having an office-wide family reunion. So if you are not already registered to participate virtually, which unfortunately the virtual participation did go up. We're now at what? $199, right? So you can still log in and participate virtually. We will be broadcasting a couple of different I guess Gary's speech and other opportunities, the vision statement. Definitely on Sunday, right, Norman?
Sunday.
Starting at 8 o'clock because it's happening at 9 o'clock over there, here in the Morris Training Room. So get with us if you need more information. We strongly encourage you to participate in family reunion, either in person or virtually, especially virtually because, you know, $199, it's definitely more value than the cost.
Absolutely.
What else we got here? Santa Bus Tour. Several of you guys have been emailing me. Hopefully you've been getting an email response back to get you registered. If you still have not registered, you can find the link on our Facebook page. We've got a pin to the top. If not, you can still send me an email. We want to get on the bus and go learn about the communities that we serve so we can bring more value to our clients and maybe write a $1.2 million listing.
Where was that
or
listing?
contract.
Where was that listing, Pam? Oh, Beast Creek Casino.
Yeah, the opportunity is there. The opportunity is there. Anything else on that?
No, I think you
No?
covered it, right?
Okay.
Awesome. What do we got? Oh, okay. Well, Ms. LaDonna, you wanted to come up and say something real quick, right? You had something to share with the growth committee? Absolutely.
I'm bringing reinforcement.
It's her bodyguard.
I'll be your
That's her bodyguard. She's got her downline growing so much. She's got to have a bodyguard to hold.
Well, that is the plan on my road to 60. You heard them announce earlier that somebody in California is excited about their $1.2 million transaction and they're watching their profit share grow, right? So we are a part of your growth committee here in the office, and we want to make an announcement for you to save the date. And I just confirmed that the date is reserved. So to Wednesday, right after our team meeting on the 23rd at 1 o'clock from 1 to 3, we are bringing our A game to get you all introduced to building your profit share and downline. In fact, the idea is that we will follow up on Aaron Kaufman's presentation. How many of you attended?
Great,
Okay,
right?
well, guess what? That's okay, because our fierce leader, Norman, has a link available where if you missed it, you can still see it and get a sense of how that can be a priority for you to grow your business and increase your stream of revenue through Keller Williams. So what Brandon and I and Reno are doing this right after this meeting is meeting to finalize the details to determine who we're going to bring in as your speakers. Verna's gonna help us out by introducing our new real estate school. And how you can leverage that. So we are excited about the possibilities. Oh, and one last thing. Kathy Stubbs, who's also on our committee, she changed her whole schedule to be here. She's bringing her whole team on the 23rd or inviting them to join us so that they too can participate in this great opportunity. So we expect for you all to show up if you want to increase your stream of revenue. Did you have anything, Brandon?
I just look forward to making more money in 2022.
Woohoo! There we go. Thank you, Ms. LaDonna. Very powerful stuff. All right. Should we get rolling with today's stuff? Let's go, Ms. Tasha.
Ladies in red.
No, that's after.
After?
Yeah.
Never mind, ladies in red. Come on.
Come on up. All right. See, the ALC comes in a pack. All right,
Yes.
awesome. All right. So, yeah, let's get our hugs in and everything. Good deal. A little nervous?
No, I'm good. You said
Yeah.
it was gonna be a conversation,
It
so
is a
I'm holding you to
conversation. There
that.
we
Chad
go.
is right over here. I'm taking notes.
Just-
He's gonna.
Awesome. All right. So let's get going. All right. So you guys might have noticed the topic today was prospecting based and marketing enhanced, right? It's something so simple. It's like what we say in real estate, right? It's simple, not easy. We know the concept. We announce that concept ad nauseum here. Of course we do. Yet sometimes a lot of things fall through the cracks, or we get into the, the doldrums of life and we just kind of, let things go or go as it may be. And we got to be more purposeful into bringing it back on track. And that's why I wanted to focus on it today, to kind of give you an example of how I don't
You
mean,
can get in front of me.
I mean, I'm getting error. You just lost
We
my
can
train of thought,
station
right? And so, well, where did the subject come from? Well, it came from this little book that nobody's ever heard of, right? And I'm sure everybody's read. And so that's what I kind of want to focus on. And I thought of, well, who better than to talk about this subject than this young lady right here, because she's grown year over year and done a powerful job of exactly this. Okay, so that's what our conversation is going to be about today, right? But before we get going, let's talk a little bit about brand saturation point. If you haven't read the book,
This is not about.
no, not yet. Huh? I said not yet.
You can still stay.
Yeah, I know. I thought you were coming for moral
You can
support.
still stay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
more comfortable with you up here.
All right. So
Just love our KW Southwest family.
if you have not read the MREA or just it's been a while, right? There's a really powerful point in there that talks about brand saturation point. So it essentially is saying, well, how many brands can a consumer, a human, remember, okay, from any particular global branding? And statistics show that for global branding, the consumer can remember roughly 7 brands in a particular segment, okay? So if it's global brands, the consumer can only remember 7. How many agents in your local market do you think that consumer is going to remember? One? You would think, well, if there's global brands, they can remember 7, just local real estate agents. You think 7? Maybe 2 or 3 if we're lucky, right? Right. Well, that's Miss Parker, right? It's also this young lady right here, and that's exactly what we're going to kind of talk about, right? On top of that, adding to that, 87% of the consumers don't go beyond 2 agents, right? And a majority of that number is actually just 1 agent, the first person they talk to. So are you one of the 1 or 2 people that they're talking to? Okay. So let's move over to you now, dear.
Okay.
All right. So
What you got?
before you got going, what was before real estate?
So before real estate, I worked for a recruiting firm. So I've always been in sales. So I sold accounting and finance. I was the person that was counting the payment, I was the person pounding the pavement, meeting with the county managers, CFOs, identifying their staffing needs and bringing that back to my recruiters. So basically I love sales. I love talking to people, not maybe in front of people, but I love talking to people. And I thought, I can be doing this on my own. I made a lot of money in corporate America. So I decided I had an interest in real estate. So I talked to someone that had been in the industry for 30 years and took my license, passed the test on the first try, and immediately exited corporate America. I already knew that I was coming to Keller Williams. It was just a matter of what market center I was going to go to. So I did interview with several KW market centers. And I remember interviewing with Danielle, and I remember waiting in the lobby for her to come get me. I was all nervous, and it just felt like home here. People were speaking to me, people saying hi. I was just in the lobby waiting, and it was at that time I knew that this particular market center was going to be my home.
Awesome. And how many years have you been doing this now?
It is going on my 4th year, right?
You
Fourth
started
year.
your 4th year?
Yeah,
That's
I got
awesome.
my license on August 8th.
And you're still here.
And I'm still here, and I'm gonna be here.
Why is that?
Because I like it here. I mean, we have everything. I'm talking about it from a business standpoint. We have everything here at our fingertips. And I'm not just saying this because the mesh is standing right here, but we have all the technology, and Chad is right there too, taking notes. So we have everything at our fingertips. I mean, we have technology, we have things to build our brand, we have command, it's just so many things here. And I've talked to other agents that's not with Keller, and I'm always surprised at what they don't have at their brokerage. And I'm talking about EXP, I'm talking about Coldwell Bankers.
Sure.
And I'm just amazed at the things that they don't have. So I'll be here for a while.
For a while or forever?
Forever.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Okay. All right. So, I mean, I love it, right? You started and boom, rocking it, right? That's how it was?
That's how it was.
Okay. How was your first year?
My first year, let's see, I signed on with Keller, I say August 8th. I think it was August 8th. I had 3 closings within 6 months. My first year, my total closings was 4. I had 4 transactions. So I was like, okay, I can do this. I can do this.
What'd
But
you
it was
spend-
still
What'd you spend most of your first year doing?
learning. It was a big learning curve. It was Ignite. I was in the PC program. I was identifying people that I was going to secretly stalk and kind of model them and tweak things to make it my own. I connected with some great agents and that's one thing I like about this market center is that everybody's willing to help. Like at first I was a little intimidated, like, I don't know if I should ask her, but everybody's just so forthcoming with helping. And so, yeah, that was my first year.
Okay, and then into your second?
And then my second year was just more so, I'm getting it. You know, I've gone through all the classes, Ignite. My first year, I got it. And I was like, you know what, I'm in this for the long run. Because, you know, your first year, you're still trying to figure it out. So my second year, I had eight transactions. I was like, okay, I can do this. My price points start going up. I was working with new construction. I had my first investor client. And so I was like, okay, yeah, I can do this. You know, the checks are looking good. My husband's happy and all this. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I think I'm in. I'm all in.
That's awesome.
And then I took Bold too. So Bold was an eye opener for me too as well. Full transparency, my first Bold, I was not all in. I paid my money because it was a thing to do because everybody was saying, do Bold, do Bold. Mom life got in the way. I wasn't as focused. I was like, okay, well, I got all the tools here. I'll just, you know, pick it up later. My second Bold, I was all in and I saw immediate.
And when was your
differences.
second Bold?
I can't remember. It was my second year.
Okay, near the end. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I did Bold every
major transformation in your third year, huh? Which was last year.
Oh my God. I'm not gonna cry, okay? But my last
Safe room, it's a safe
year
room.
was amazing. It was my amazing, what I would call amazing.
It was amazing.
And I got my first $1 million buyer under contract, home under contract. We're closing in May, but it was an eye opener. I surrounded myself again with people that were soaring higher than me and learned from them. And each transaction got better and better. And my book of business grew from social media and referrals. And that was it. It's amazing. It granted me the opportunity to get a mastery coach. So I have a mastery coach right now, and I cried for the first time yesterday. I was crying and coaching yesterday, and she's amazing. And we're on our fourth call.
Okay.
And I'm all in. So I'm all in. And
For the record,
amazing.
that's okay. Chad makes me cry. all
Chad
the
makes you
time.
cry too?
Yeah, all the time. All right. So what did last year look like production wise?
Last year, my sales volume was 5.4 million.
Okay.
I had 15 transactions and my GCI was 148,000. Last year. So
All right. So just for the record, you had 4 in your first year, 8 in your second year, and 15 last year. So
Yes.
essentially, you've been doubling your business year over year,
yes.
right? All right. 30
Yes.
transactions this year, right?
I thought we said 25.
And well, now 30. Now,
Okay.
now that I realize you doubled it every year, I mean, that's natural, right?
Yes. And then the best part, this is the best part for me. I got invited to be on the ALC.
Yes.
The ALC is amazing. And I know probably the agents that's been on there for a while, I'm like a freshman. I'm like so excited. We did our photo shoot yesterday. I was doing the Mona. I was like taking pictures and I was taking
We have a new
pictures.
coin term.
And then I ate lunch with Sharon Parker and Kimbra. And these are like, I call them heavy hitters. Pam Shockey's over there. We're buddies now. So it's
Clearly,
amazing.
she was your bodyguard. Yeah.
And I'm already thinking, I got to get on the LC for next year too. I got to get busy so I can be a part of it next year. Chad rolls out the red carpet for us and it's really, really good. So new agents, I encourage you to find a mentor within the office, find somebody to model, find an accountability partner. I have an accountability partner that I talk to every day. Her name is Felicia Reimer. Hi, Felicia. She's a dual agent. We talk every day. We talk through our issues. We cry together. We talk every day. So I encourage you to find, and it don't have to be like leadership or anybody, like find somebody that's in it with you and you guys hold each other accountable. Like I asked her, okay, so did you make any calls today? Or what'd you do today? I'm like, oh, I didn't do anything today. Well, why? Let's do this. Let's do that. So just find unofficial accountability partner, somebody that you can talk to like every day. It helps. She and I talk about that all the time. Like, oh, I'm so glad I met you, blah, 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 because we started both at the same time. So
It's awesome.
I hope
And
y'all are taking that away. In real estate, you're going to cry a lot.
Yes.
But if you get to the point of crying, you can also grow a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Speaking of growing and speaking of addressing newer agents and striving to be on ALC, do not forget ALC meetings on second Tuesday of every month is available for you to attend. Okay, so I find it really powerful. We had a few yesterday that I was really proud to see. So just keep that in mind. Okay, one day you want to be in that circular table, but you can obviously come in and hear all the powerful conversations. All right.
Yep.
All right. Let's get into how you got here. All right.
Okay.
Let's talk about what we're meant to talk about today.
Okay.
Okay. So prospecting is where I want to get to first, right? We always talk about, you want to be, if you're just going to go out there and just market, at the level that we're at, especially individual agents, you're going to be wasting a lot of time and money if you're not purposeful. All right. So how are you purposeful? You're purposeful when you're prospecting. Okay. When you're prospecting and intentional about that marketing and who you're targeting it to. Right. So let's talk about some of your prospecting over the years that you've been doing and some of the things that you've been targeting to really grow your business year over year.
The biggest thing was two things. I'm very active in my church, and my pastor at my church has been phenomenal with me. Most of my business is coming from him, from him referring me, and then his direct business too as well. He's actually a real estate agent to himself. He's a broker, but practice. So I handle all. He always say I'm his realtor. This is my realtor. So I've gotten a lot of business from him, from people referring people to me. The other thing is my community. I farm hard in my community. I started a bike group. It was just me by myself. I said, okay, I'm gonna go ride my bike. This was during COVID. I rode, and you know what? I said, I'm gonna invite my community out. So I just put in our community Facebook page, hey, anybody interested in going bike riding? I'm gonna be riding every Saturday at 8:00, meeting at the school. So I did that, and then people started coming. And then before you know it, we had a bike riding group, community bike riding group in my neighborhood. But the key is each time I get to post on Wednesday and Saturdays in my community group. So every time I post, I make sure I have my Keller Williams information at the end of the post. I'm not asking for business or anything like that, but I post every Wednesday and every Saturday. And then we have theme rides and things like that. We do breast cancer awareness. We do a lot of theme rides and stuff too. And it's been phenomenal. I've actually gotten 3 deals out of it so far. So
it works?
It works. It do.
Wow.
And it takes consistency, because there were first Saturday, it was just me. Second Saturday, it was like 3 people. Then it started getting better. And then we have a core group of about 20 people that ride with us. So, and then my other project in my community is I partner with the Girl Scouts in our community. So basically I give away 50 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. I deliver them directly to my neighbors with my packaging. So they get my brochure, they get their cookies, they get a little handwritten note from me, and then I put at the end, see you next year, or something like that. So it's kind of like trying to stay top of mind. And that went over really well. And all I did was post it in my community page. I did a little video. Hey, it's Girl Scout cookie time. I'm partnering with our local Girl Scouts in our neighborhood. First 50 people that type their favorite Girl Scout cookies in the comments, I'm getting you some cookies. And that was really, so that went over really well. And then I also do a laptop and iPad giveaway for back to school. So
I guess when you're making 150K GCI, we can give away laptops and iPads. That's pretty awesome. All right, just to be clear though, so when you're doing these Girl Scout cookie things, you're writing a handwritten note, which is powerful. You're providing your branding and your information and KW and all that good stuff at the same time. Well, so it's kind of like a pop buy, except that
it's a pop buy, but I try to do it strategically where it's not too salesy, right? We have actually in our neighborhood, we have 15 realtors, but there are only 3 realtors that post on the community page consistently. So because I was intimidated when I first got my license, because it's one lady in our community, she's with Remax and she is killing it at Remax. And I met her at an open house and made friends with her. And guess what? When her listings bomb or her clients bomb and they don't like her, she sends them to me. Like we have like a little thing. I don't do that to her though.
Well, yours no bomb, right?
Right,
That's why.
bomb.
Yeah.
It's no bomb. Oh, did I record that? She's not on here. So,
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet,
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
Not yet.
She's awesome.
All right. So let's start getting into it. Well, actually, before I get into that, I remember you once telling me something about like you used to work your community, your farm area. So you've established a boundary that you want to work in, essentially. So you're getting business from referrals through your sphere, and then the area you've targeted. Okay, so you've done it through these 2 events. But I remember you once telling me that you used to go around and also, whether it's door knocking or meeting with neighbors or just reaching out like that, or dropping stuff off. Are you still doing that?
Actually, I'm on the HOA Events Committee in my neighborhood now. So that was strategic too. So yes, I'm on the HOA Events Committee, and I'm actually heading that up this year. So I have a list of like all of my neighbors with their telephone numbers and everything that HOA provided to us. So within that committee, I'm on the welcome committee, where when somebody moves to our neighborhood, they get a little basket, a little note from the HOA committee. So I have their contact information. When I drop off the basket, I'm like, hey, I'm a local realtor in the neighborhood too, just kind of informally introducing myself. So that's a strategic move. It's all kind of things you can do.
So basically the most powerful thing you can leave from today is that if you're on the HOA board, guess what? You're not going to get busted from HOA, right? So make sure you get on the board. That's awesome. All right. So obviously your focus is prospecting, and that's what's growing your business year over year, but you've done an amazing job of marketing yourself. All right. And I know you really want to talk about that. So let's get into that. Now that you're prospecting based, well, how do you enhance your image and how do you enhance your business with that marketing? So what are some of the focal points that you've really worked on?
So we all know social media is, I mean, we have to market. I hate social media. I'm just going to put that out there right now. But I realized that I stopped saying that after I got my first new construction deal through social media for somebody hashtagging a community that I had some listings for a builder. They put the hashtag in and all of my information came up and they called me. So after that, I love social media. I don't have anything bad to say, but I market on social media heavily. I try to make sure I do at least 3 posts a day. I don't have any rhyme or reason. I feel like I can post anytime I want to post. I have a girlfriend that told me Walmart posts all the time and look where they are. So I don't have like a rhyme or reason I can post. I try to keep my stories going on social media. I try to always have something in my stories, but 3 times a day, I'm posting on social media. And if I get behind, I feel some type of anxiety, like, oh my God, I haven't posted, but it works. Most 50% of my business is from social media and the other 50% is from referrals.
Yeah, you definitely love social media.
Oh gosh.
Her and I are great friends. Don't worry. Okay. All right. So let's talk a little bit about like, how somebody can implement that. How did you get that going? How, anybody that's watching out there, what advice do you have that, to that way they, to utilize them?
I would say first get your own logo, get your brand, get your logo, get your website. When I first started, I leaned on the Keller Williams logo. I leaned on the Keller Williams brand until I kind of figured things out a little bit. And it wasn't soon after I got my own logo and everything. Get you some good pictures. I hate taking pictures. I do pictures once a year with Creative Sparks Images, my photographer, and she knows because I can't afford her. She's very expensive. So I go once a year and we get a bunch of pictures done and I just push those out throughout the year. Get you some good pictures and then just post. And I know I should be doing more videos. I was telling Chad this. I've never gone live before. Like if I have, it may have been one time. I was telling Verna that. I have my husband do all of my videos and production. I have to have it edited and all that, but I'm trying to get into more like instant. Tanya do a great job of videos like right on the spot. So that's something I'm working on. But when I do my videos, I do them and then I post them. But just keep posting and don't let anybody tell you you're posting too much. Just roll your eyes if they do.
So speaking of posting too much, what's your frequency?
I try to do 3. I do three postings a day.
3 posts a day.
3 postings a day and keep my stories going.
Okay, so you work on stories.
Yeah.
All right, the reason why I have this up here is because I know you alluded to it already, but you like to do these lifestyle photos, right? Lifestyle photos has gotten really popular, right? Some of us get a little embarrassed or we're like, hey, that's not for me. Yet you've really enjoyed doing them, even though you were apprehensive at first.
Yeah.
And has it worked?
It has. I can do better with, I'm going to say it has worked. It's worked. I can do better with, maybe, I know a lot of people, I'm not good with Canva. Some people are excellent in Canva where you can put like the market numbers, have your picture and then put the market numbers right beside it. I'm getting better at that, but yes, it has. because people on Instagram, they want to see pictures. I don't, it's like, what about the houses and stuff? But sometimes, every now and then, they want to see a picture of you. So I kind of sprinkle that in.
Okay. All right. So the MREA, okay, we're gonna shift to here real quick as we wind things down for this part. Don't get too excited.
Oh, okay.
All right. So the MREA gives us a great line in here, right? That each time you make a contact, you should be educating them. Okay. And it doesn't mean educating them in the sense of real estate, right? It's telling you that you should be educating them in the sense that you're reminding them that you are in real estate, right? So, but in a subtle way, right? So you have a story that you were telling me earlier about an example of how you could do this.
So one of my biggest regrets from when I first got my license, and everybody used to say this all the time, reach out to people that you've worked with in the past. So I didn't listen. I did it maybe a couple of times, but coming from sales, coming from recruiting, I have like a lot of contacts, and I didn't circle back and talk to those contacts and say, hey, I'm in real estate. I didn't do that. So I have a lady that's in my bike group. She is a very strong recruiter. She's very good at what she do. So I have a stack of contacts. And so she and I are going to partner. I'm going to reach out to those people, and I'm going to tell them, hey, I know a really good recruiter if you guys are interested, because the people that are in my stack, that's what they're looking for, strong recruiters, because that's the business I came from. So she and I are going to partner. The conversation is going to be like, hey, this is Tasha. I know we haven't talked in a long time. I'm reaching out because I have a really good recruiter that you may be interested in. I know when I was in the business, I know you guys were heavy on the staffing side. Her name is Candace, and I would love to pass along her contact information to you. And by the way, I am still in real estate. If I didn't tell you that before I left, I'm still in real estate. Who do you know is looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate at this time? So that's how the conversation is going to be. So I'm working on building that database, going through those contacts. It's about maybe like 400. And so going through those, scrubbing those, and then having that conversation with those people. So
that's awesome. And when you send correspondence, you typically have like your signature and like KW branding.
I'm going to call them first though. Call and then send an email or something first, just to make that contact. And then she's winning too, because she's going to get the business. I mean, they're going to reach out to her.
Yeah, so, teamwork. That's awesome. Like, leverage the connection. Awesome. All right. So before we move on from this specific, any last piece of advice for everybody to grow as you've grown over the last 3 years?
I would say just stick with all the resources that we're providing here in the Market Center. Like I'm even thinking about going back to a few Ignite classes to learn. Oh, it's oh God, I'm dating myself. What's the name? Calibre class. So just stick with all the resources that we're doing, and just stick with it. Stay consistent. And if you're doing social media, don't go by the likes, because people may not be liking, but they're looking. I've learned that. I don't get a lot of likes on my posts, but I look at, if you have your social media set up and you can look at the business insight side of it, you can see who's clicking on your post. And that's how I kind of gauge what I need to be posting more of. If I post a home, luxury home, I get more likes than if I'm posting maybe my investment property or something like that. So that I'm marketing or whatever. So you just kind of have to gauge on, and then also the day and time, the time of the day you're posting to as well. So if you're on social media, make sure you get the business side of it so you can look at all those insights. So, and then newer agents, just stick with it. I mean, I'm still learning. I always say, every time I have a close or at the end of the year, I always say, you know what, if I would have been doing this, my business would be like Pam Shockey or Sharon Parker or LaDonna Parker over there. So I'm always looking to better myself. So.
Awesome. Well, appreciate it. All right, hang tight. Be my wing. No, not yet. All right, I'm gonna segue into a little bit of tech because you're gonna help me with that. All right, so just be my wingman. All right. All right. So I hope you got some value out of that, and I'm going to add to that. Now, I try not to bring up, when it's my team meetings, I try not to bring up too much tech because I don't want y'all to think I just tech vomit all the time. All right, but today it is something specific and something relatively new that you guys might not be aware of that I wanted to incorporate into our conversation today. All right, how many of you actually know that there was an updated brand new KW app that came out in December? All right, about half, maybe a little less than half. I'm not sure about online. Okay. There is a brand new KW app. So if you go to your apps, wherever whether now or after the meeting, my beautiful artwork. All right, please don't be negative about it. this is what it looks like. All right. It's a red KW. It's a red square with a white KW on it. And it's going to say KW command. All right. So search for KW command online. You guys see it, right? And it's a totally redone app that's going to replace the Kelly app. I know the next question is going to be, well, should I delete Kelly? You can if you want. I'd kind of hang on to it for right now. Okay. Now, what KW has done is that they're going to be enhancing it in phases. Okay. So I'm actually going to bring it up here so you guys can see. Give me 1 second. It's going to show up. All right. And this is what the new app looks like. All right. Now, the cool part about it is what they're focusing on first is exactly what we talked about. It's the lead gen model. All right. And how you can stay in touch with your database and how you can immediately be in touch with them on the go. All right. So this is focused on contacts, tasks, okay, and smart plans. Then eventually, as new phases come out, opportunities and et cetera will start coming in. All right. But this they felt like was the most important part of your business, which it is. All right. So this is the new dashboard. All right. So what you see at the top here is your tasks and what's due today. So if I look here, I can see I have 3 tasks that are due today.
Sorry, I missed that.
All right. Siri is learning too. See, that's how important this is. All right. Now, if you have any leads, if you're running some lead pipeline, then they're going to show up here. All right. Now, some of these smart plans are going to show up here, like your birthdays. All right. So, there's one birthday this month. All right. If I was to check it out, right. It's actually my wife's birthday on the 8th. So I better not miss that one. All right. Yeah. Right. No. March 8th. March 8th. Okay. It's telling you the next, it's telling you the next 30 days. Okay. All right. Yes. This is why I'm at the office all the time. Yeah. And then home anniversaries. All right. So when you have your clients have home anniversaries, it's going to let you know for the next 30 days, these are the home anniversaries coming up and you can touch them. All right. And then of course, Brandy, if you're listening, your profit share totals, okay, that from the previous month are on there. Okay. So right there on the front page. All right. So if I were to come into tasks, I can come in here and see my tasks for the day. So I'll click on today's tasks and you can see what was on my schedule this morning, right? So I had my morning leadership huddle, all right, at 8:30. So I've already done that. So I can check it off, right? Complete the task. Okay. And now that's going to update. And then we have, that one's Chad St. Jean about a raise. Oh, sorry. That one's supposed to be public. My bad. All right, Chad, we'll have to meet later. And then, of course, call Tasha Hippolyte to remind her about the team meeting. All right. Well, this is actually a call task. So I can actually flip on call task only if I want in the app. And what that will do is only show me my call tasks. All right. Now, since, of course, this is your cell phone, I can just click on here on call. All right. And it will actually call Tasha straight from your phone, from your phone number. Okay, so I can do call and then it's probably going to ring. All right, just hang up. All right, and get this. So after you've called or texted or emailed through the app and you come back to the app, it's going to ask you, would you like to add this call to Tasha's timeline? All right, so then it's going to log the activity that you made the call or the text or the email. So the lesson here is, make your calls, especially when you're prospecting, make your calls through the app. You're still calling from your phone, but yet it's going to easily log that you did the activity. All right.
Especially those of you who are working the D2
yes.
Call list, right? It makes it a lot easier.
Well, why? Because the DTD2, when you have it labeled correctly and put into place through the smart plans, it's going to show up in the activities. It's going to show up right here in your activity tasks, right? And then when you add it on there, again, it's going to log it. And just so you know, from the text, now Twilio is integrated. So it will ask you when you want to text, do you want to use your Twilio or do you want to use your personal line? It gives you the choice. Okay. All right. One last thing on the app that I think is super powerful. Let's say you're just randomly Starbucks or anywhere else and you decide and you have a conversation with somebody about real estate and you want to get their info. They give you their info. Okay. Well, what you should be training your brain to do is actually, instead of adding them to your phone, open the command app and come in here to your contacts and add a contact. Now, this is just like you adding them in command. All right, this is the exact same thing, but you do it from here. So you're going to put your name, the phone number, and you can even come down here and put a tag in. Well, what happens if you tag them and that tag has a trigger to a smart plan? The smart plan is going to start immediately working, right? You can have a just met tag that sends them an email that says, hey, it was a pleasure meeting you. You know, looking forward to keeping in touch. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please text me at this number or call or email me whenever you like. And the minute they go and check their email after they've left you, there's already an email from you without you doing a thing except adding them. All right. And last but not least, once you've added them, all right, let me get in here. Let's get all contacts. Now, once you've added them, then they're in here. So you're asking, well, why, Nimesh, why would I add them here first other than that feature? Well, once you've added them in command or in the KW command app, you can come to these 3 ellipses dots at the top. Okay. And look what options I have. First, I have save contact to phone. So with a click of a button, I can just add this contact to my phone. So you're not actually needing to add them twice. You just add them in command and you just move them to your phone with a click of a button. All right, so pretty convenient. That's why you start here first. And then the second ellipses button is share my KW app link. So when you use that and you say, okay, there's no number on here, but when you do that, you can text then your link. Before, remember, until now, we had to go through the consumer app to send the link. Now you can do it directly from the KW command app. Okay, that's going to be branded to you. It'll be the app that's already branded to you.
That's
pretty
powerful,
convenient and
powerful
pretty cool,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, powerful.
All right, so that's what I definitely wanted to show you.
So I just signed in for this, and it has the do not call list instructions. How does that work?
Yeah, so yes, that's a great question, LaDonna. You're absolutely going to have to be mindful of the do not call list, right? But typically speaking, these are the calls you're making are essentially from your database, right? Because they're in your contacts. If they're in your contacts, I'm hoping they're not on the do not call list, right? No, KW is making a big point about, yes, we're about to, right? KW is making a big point about not, not violating that, right? So we don't get into trouble. All right. Now, any questions on that? You can just come up to me after. Okay. That wasn't supposed to be the lesson. That was supposed to just be me showing you, like, hey, you have this opportunity and this leverage. Utilize it. Just come and learn it from us. Okay. All right. And we'll be having more classes on the app, so you guys can learn all that. All right. Let's circle back around. Okay. On top of all this great stuff, you were talking about ALC, and you've taken the helm on something really important. Right?
Yes, I'm super excited. So I am the chair for the ALC Culture Events Committee.
Got yourself a great cheerleading squad over here. Talk about exuding our culture.
So we have a few people missing, but I wanted you guys to meet our team. They're going to introduce themselves, and then we're going to tell you about our biggest service project that's coming up. So
Cam Shockey.
I'm Renee Moulton.
Daphne Winters.
Tanya Nicholas.
Maria Hamazoski. All right, so our biggest service project of the year is Red Day. Do anybody know what Red Day, what it means? What it... Yeah,
no, just tell us.
Oh,
Just tell us.
The National Heart Association, right?
No.
At Walgreens.
So, yes.
But not at KW.
Yes, so Red.
Gives out all that love.
That's right. That's right. That's what it is. So, right. So mark your calendars, May 12th. Everybody put that on the calendar. May 12th. It's a Thursday. It's KW Red Day. And this is what Red Day stands for: renew, energize, and donate. We will be partnering with Habitat for Humanity, and we will be participating in the build out of a home. Yay! what we need, our goal is to get 100 agents to participate. We need all hands on deck. We need volunteers. So remember our faces. We will be stalking you guys. We need volunteers. So you'll be hearing about Red Day every week, once a week, leading up to May 12th. So whether it be on our Facebook group page, whether it be a little video, shout out to Greg. He's actually doing our first video today after this meeting. So we need volunteers. So if you're interested in signing up, we're working on getting our wall of volunteers. So your name will be displayed in front of the office. So we are looking for volunteers. So stay tuned for more information.
All right.
That's
So
it.
just to be clear,
Okay.
though, you said 100, that's your goal, that's your bare
That's-
bare bones,
that's
right?
all-
Are
yeah,
we
we-
accepting 101,
Yes,
110,
you
or
can 101.
500?
Yes,
All
yes.
right,
But we
just
just
to be
need people
clear.
that's gonna come and roll up your sleeves and work. Be prepared to work. We're building it. Yep.
We're going from selling to building.
Unless it's raining. If it's raining, we'll be building drywall. We'll be doing the drywall. So we do have activities if it rains, so. So, yeah, that's it. We're gonna do 2 shifts. We're gonna do 2 shifts. So you guys are gonna get some more information about it, but yeah, we need 100 volunteers. It's gonna be 2 shifts. It's gonna be very organized. They're gonna feed us. Well, somebody's gonna feed us. Chad's gonna feed us. Yeah, and you can sign up today. If you're interested, you can sign up today. So we're taking
You are
volunteers
interested,
today.
and we're definitely expecting more than 100.
More than 100. That's right. That's right. So raise your hand if you're gonna volunteer today.
All right, appreciate it, ladies. Thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. Red Day, a powerful KW tradition. Absolutely. Let's be a part of it. Awesome. All right, guys, let's roll. Oh, I need to share the screen. Yeah, sure. Why not, Dale? You can go
Good
first.
morning. I'm going ahead of Melissa today. Thank you very much.
wants to go first because she has to leave. Can she?
Oh, fantastic. Absolutely. Speak up. Be loud. Be loud.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So this week I was reading a book for how rich people think. So the book talk about how to leverage people, okay? Because you only have yourself 24 hours. So to be successful, you need to learn to how to leverage people, okay? So me here is for you to leverage, okay? And then since the last email I sent out, I have 5 new agents send me referral. I closed 4 of them, okay? Even one realtor sent me a referral, but it's a transfer, okay? I did not cost the electricity, but still able to sign up the home security for the clients. So there's $200, $250 for you guys. So it's like, I work for you, I don't charge you, but and then we pay you. That's a very sweet deal, okay? If you don't use it, and then you're missing some opportunity, okay? And we still have the contacts going on, but to the end of the month. First pay is $100, second pay is $50, okay? So do you want to put down my phone number on your phone in case you don't have it? Sure. 713 898 8043.
898. And then
8043. She had a good memory. Perfect, perfect. Thank you, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
you're welcome. You can go now.
Hi, guys. So it was perfect that they talked about to-do lists today and things that we need to focus on. And remember, Patent Title has invested in a program called Breakthrough Broker that we're excited to help you guys with, because it creates so many things. And one of the things it creates, you use it. Yeah. It creates what I gave you guys today. So just things to think about. It's a to-do checklist, small tasks that produce a high return. Check in with past clients, and that was perfect that you talked about that. Update your mailing list. So there's a list of things. Create a about me video, because when I go on hard stock agents, I like when they have a video on, you know, about them, and I get to know things about them in their video. And so it helps me build a relationship with them before I pick up the phone. Clean up your CRM, and create self-promotional brochures. This company also does kind of like templates where you put all, you know, like in just listed or coming soon, right? So you are able to put your own picture, brand it, and send it out for free, and do Facebook and posts for free. So we've invested in that for you because what do I like to do? Add value. However, I always have value because I'm going to tell you about my fun fact. You guys are going to really love this one. So we're in Black History Month, right? Do you know polar bears are black? They're not actually white. So polar bears' fur is translucent and it only appears white because it reflects visible light. Beneath all that black fur, or beneath all that thick fur, their skin is jet black. Okay. I'm downstairs if you need me. Black History Month, polar bears are black.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, I
hey,
get it now.
That's a great tidbit. Got it. So we just got an announcement from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac in regards to COVID, and they have terminated some of the required documentation for self-employed borrowers. What does that mean to your borrowers or your buyers? What it did mean in the past was that if you owned a company, you were required to provide profit and loss statements for your businesses for the most recent year that did not have a tax return. You also were required to show 3 months of business bank statements. That's getting real personal. A lot of people that have businesses don't want their business to be out there and not technically public knowledge, but not for everyone to know. So that was one of the requirements. The requirements were put in place in order to determine, was the business doing well during COVID and had the income or the revenues stayed consistent with the most recent tax return. What this is going to do is help your self-employed borrowers, especially the ones that have been in business for 5 years self-employed. All that's going to be required is going to be potentially, with good credit, a personal tax return. That's huge. It's going to help expedite the process. So wanted to bring that up. That is just taking place. No more bank statements, no more profit and loss due to an end, if you will, of some of the COVID requirements. Since Christmas, has anyone been working with the same buyer since Christmas? Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How about last Christmas?
Last Christmas, potentially. So what I want to say is that prior to Christmas, we have seen rates since then go up about 0.75%. We're almost at an interest rate of 4% on a 30-year fixed loan with a minimum of 5% down. How does that calculate with price increases over the last 12 months? The Houston average saw an average of about 14% increase, 14 in home prices. That's average. Doesn't mean your neighborhood, doesn't mean specific areas. But what that translates to is if a home was priced at $300,000 in the first part of 2021, at the end of the year, that house cost approximately or sold for $342,000. So you combine the additional 14% in cost for the house, plus now the increase in rates. The average increase to your buyers is about $340 a month in their payment. The reason I bring this up is you may need to get with a lender to relook at that buyer's ability to qualify for the same house. With rising increases in prices and rising rates, your buyer's buying power, unless they've received an increase in their income, has been diminished. What does that mean? Real easy. They don't qualify for as much of a home as they used to. So please get with us. We're here to help you. We know that finding a house is very difficult. And we want to be here to help you guys get some deals closed, okay? Thank you all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Awesome, guys. Thank you. There we go. All right, Eddie, want to come up? Yeah, let's roll. Appreciate you coming in and joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome. Come on. There you go.
Hi, guys. Good morning. Okay. My name is Eddie Moffat. I am the business development for Doma North American Title. Used to be States Title back in 2013 when our owner and founder, Mr. Max Simkoff, started the company. He started out of frustration. He's a technology guy. He was trying to refinance on his own condo. It took him too long to refinance. So he started working on a scientific machinery that makes the title commitment back to you in minutes rather than days. He started out doing that with refinance loans. And then of course it branched out in 2016. We went from States Title to Doma. Our original office and our corporate office is in San Francisco, California. We started Doma in 2016. 2019, we bought a company that I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with called North American Title. We also bought North American Title Insurance. So we don't have to reach out to a third-party title insurance to actually get a title done. That's why we faster, not to mention what's coming down the pipeline, probably the second or third quarter this year, what's called instant underwriting, which is patented by our company. And we also went public, you all, as of July of last year. We are on the NASDAQ. Right now, we are evaluated about $2.5 billion. That's what we work today. We have over $600 million of liquidity as in cash. So we're not just small mom and pop. And the great part about it, it's all about speed for us. Our CEO and founder, he want to make sure you guys are getting the title back faster rather than longer. And the great part about it, here in Sugar Land, our office right here on First Colony, we are the #1 title company of all North American title. We have 568 offices in the country. We're #1. The reason is because we treat our customers as you guys with a white glove. We have 4 licensed escrow officers, 4 assistant escrow officers. We have 5 different languages spoken in our office, as well as we have 2 attorneys, one that closes for us. And we have attorneys just to say if you guys needed advice on real estate law or a terminology that your client didn't understand. We don't mind offering that to you guys. But not to mention, we're not here just to bring donuts, even though we brought y'all Chipotle. So it's ready for you after the meeting is over with. But we want to bring value. You know, as myself, I'm originally from New Orleans. Y'all probably can hear the accent in my voice. So is there any Louisiana folks in here today? Is there one? Well, not today, but anyhow. Okay, so he's 10 LSU, all right. Fighting Tiger, all right, all right. Fantastic. Yeah, well, I relocated here to Houston, Texas, Sugar Land in particular. I've been in the business myself since 1991. I used to be an underwriting manager for National City Bank, became a district training manager. From there, I was recruited by Lehman Brothers. I went on the sales side, started off as an AE. After 4 years, I was a regional sales manager for Lehman Brothers, their branch for subprime paper called Aurora Loan Services. Anybody know them? Oh, I've been around too long. But anyhow, but at the end of the day, I switched over to the sales side and worked with Aurora Loan Services until the subprime crash came. And the next thing you know, I was taking my money. I got out early. I didn't lose my shirt. So I started my own real estate investment company in New Orleans. And I did that for 10 years until my competitor kept asking me to buy it. And when he had a few more zeros, and I said, okay, you can buy it now. But to make a long story short, you all, what we want to do is bring value. We offer courses. I don't know if there's some folks in here who's been in there 5 years or less. We show you how to farm your business. We show you how to grow your business. We offer classes. What is a title? What is a deed? Some folks in here may not know what that is. Some folks may not know all the different departments. And by the way, I brought my colleague with, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all may know her. I brought Tasha with me. How many folks know Mrs. Tasha? All right, there's a few folks. So she's gonna come by and say a few words to you all, and then I'm gonna get out the way and let you guys eat.
Thank you for
Good to be home, guys. For many of you guys do not know me.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
For many of you guys do not know me, I used to be with Keller Williams, Pam Shockey, Norman, Barbara knows me, but Barbara knew me after when you guys moved here. I was with the other location before you guys moved here. So I was telling Eddie that I was your Eagle Award recipient, Rookie of the Year, when I was with KW, yes, at one given point. But I can truly say I did a full circle. I came from lending before I did real estate with KW 20 plus years ago. So I'm dating myself, but so I understand where you guys are coming from as from the standpoint of an agent doing a deal and dealing with title, work and questions that you guys have. I am your go-to person if you need that question that you need asked. I'm just a call away. I can give you my number. I'll be in the back, and that way you guys can enjoy your lunch. But Pam Shockey, good seeing you. Norman's still here. Dan Good is still here. Mike Wong is still here. And Christine Fuentes. I think those are all my old GAR buddies. Oh, and FEMA. Oh, yeah, Sharon Parker and the Bakers. And who else is still here, Norm? Yeah, that's it. That's what we call the old GAR buddies. Yeah, the originals. The OGs. Yeah, the OGs. So now that you know one of the OGs that used to be here, come and see me for title work. Thank you.
I want to say one thing real quick. In our office, you all, we have roughly around 126 years of experience among our escrow officers and our attorneys. Because what DOMA does, they specialize in hiring people that have real tangible experience so that we can be of value, you guys. If you may have questions about lending, about the title, anything, we'll be able to help you. We can't say, well, we need to call someone else. So that's one thing I love about my job, about this company. That's why I accepted the job with them. They care about hiring experienced folks and folks that can make a difference, not just to bring you donuts. Can we say amen? So anyhow, my card's in the back, you all. Please grab my card. Give us an opportunity. If we're not your go-to title company right now, let us be your backup. But I guarantee you, sooner or later, we're gonna be your go-to. So thank you all for your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. Awesome, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you online. Enjoy it. Make a productive day. We'll see you next time.